That was some hockey. How about that? So much better, right? So much better when the game has some emotion to it, a dash of nasty effort. Great game. Fun to watch. And it's so good to get off the schneid. You gotta like what you saw on a number of levels from the Dallas Stars. So we had our first scrap in a while, and that one was a fun one because there was kind of a build up to it, right? Ilya Labushkin and Duhome, whatever his name is. He had punched Ilya Labushkin in the face with a glove and somehow cut him on his nose. I don't know if it was his visor or whatever in the second period. And Ilya Labushkin, like a gangster, goes back for repairs, comes back in right off the face off. And I don't know about y'all, but I love the old school have a chat on the face off. There's something more dramatic about when they go off the face off. It's a little less rushed. You get that little slow dance before the scrap where they're circling around each other. There's nothing like a good off the face off hockey scrap, and we got to see one of those. And I don't think that Ilya Labushkin got the best of it necessarily, but he got a couple noogies in the headlock, and it was fun. So the Stars, they really brought it. You could tell that they wanted to win this game. So much of a night and day difference from what we saw in the game against Carolina, and it really went a long way. And I love going back to the scrap. I love that Gully hat tipped Ilya Labushkin for doing that. That's the right message that you want to send your team. So there was a little bit more nasty in this game. I don't know if anybody noticed, but it kind of looked like they were targeting the somewhat fragile Duchene, which I didn't like to see, but that's hockey. Where he had three guys, Mickelrath. Was it Mickelrath? I can't remember if it was Mickelrath. I know it was Sardif, another name, sourdough. I don't know what his name is, but he put it on him a little bit. I think this guy Roy hit him behind the net and in sort of an interference type of call that he got away with. Put him down pretty hard, and I can't help but to think that they knew, hey, this guy he might have a couple screws loose on the repairs that was done to his head, and let's take some runs at him. I'm hoping that's not the case because that's pretty dirty, but it kind of looked like that. And let me know if you think I'm off base here in the comments. But there's a lot of stuff after the whistles in this game, a lot of scrums, and just fun to watch a game where it was that old school emotional type of hockey. So DeSmith was great, man. What a breath of fresh air. DeSmith has been all year, man. And I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I really hope that they do more of a true tandem between Jake Ottinger and DeSmith. I think that DeSmith can push Ottinger. And DeSmith, honestly, he's having the better year, and we're halfway through it, and he's played a lot of games now. So, it's not a small sample size. I'd really like to see us run it more with DeSmith in the net and really see what he can do. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm not emotionally tied to one goalie or the other. I want the goalie in the net that is playing the best most of the time. So going back to Duchene, he hit 900 points on the night, which that is hard to do, right? Very hard to do. I don't think Jamie Benn, to give you a perspective, I don't think he's hit 1,000 points yet. But he's kind of up in that realm. That's a really high level player who's done it a long time when you hit 900 points. Another good thing that we saw, we won the specialty teams battle. And no, we did not get a power play goal. But in this game, we got a shorthanded goal. We got a 4-on-4 goal, which is a different game. I consider that special teams. I don't know if it gets counted as such in any kind of meaningful way, but to me, that's a special team. We also got an empty net goal, which is again, it's not, you're not going to get credited for a power play goal or anything like that, but that's a different game. And in all of those situations, we capitalized. So good job for the Stars in winning in those situations. And we'll go through it. So, the Caps on the first goal, they clear it up their own D wall near the beginning of their power play, and it gets cut off by one of our guys who passes it up to Foxa on the blue line. Foxa skates it to the near circle, fires it on the net low, and then follows up on the sloppy trickling rebound to the goalie's left to put it in the open net for the easy rebound on that one. But great effort to get there. And he's one of my favorites on the team. I love all the little stuff that he does. He's so versatile. More great stuff from him. He still looks like he's got a lot in the tank. So then we would get a 4-on-4 goal. Sam Steele would get this. The Stars got possession on the Dallas zone faceoff. Duchene got the zone exit and entry, hits the brakes at the Washington zone, and then hits Harley at the blue line. Harley goes 10-2 around a couple guys before passing it to Steele, who's stick battling with the Capital on the far post for the goal. Steele had a fantastic night. This is one of the best games that he has had in a while. So we got some really good work from our lower liners and Steele and Foxa. They did their job. We also had Johnston do his job too. He would get a goal. Sam Steele was involved in this one too. He capitalized on a missed pass between some Capitals in the Caps end. He ended up stick lifting Roy behind their net and then immediately feeds Wyatt at the net front, who was uncovered and elevates it and in. Just great stuff. He's now, I think, 1 goal behind Robo. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins this goal race within the Dallas Stars between the somewhat hot and cold Robo, who scores in bunches and then goes quiet for a while, or the more steady Eddie and power play boss Wyatt Johnston. Let me know who you think will get the most regular season goals for the Stars between those two in the comments, if you would. So the third period, we had a few of those dirty hits on Duchene, and I guess I don't think we play each other again, but I'm interested to see if next year that there's gonna be more of a continuation of what we saw this year between these teams, because in hockey people do not forget. So Rupe Hintz had an empty netter. He would have 1 goal, no assists on the night. One of the things I really liked about this game is we finally outshot a team by a significant margin, 36-24. This is only the third time that the Stars have outshot an opponent by 10 or more shots in a game. And we have won all 3 of those games. We won the season opener against Winnipeg, where we outshot them by more than 10. We won a game 6-1 against the Ottawa Senators, where we outshot them by more than 10. And now this one, 4-1. So it really goes to show that when you put rubber on the net, even if it's not necessarily what you would consider the most quality kind of rubber, you're gonna get rewarded. Like, for instance, the Foxa shot. That was not a high percentage shot, but it forced the goalie to make a save. He didn't cover himself, and it ended up getting a rebound for Foxa. That's the stuff that teams, the true elite teams, are going to dominate, not just in the goals department, but they're going to dominate across a lot of different categories, right? For the Stars, we've been doing that fairly consistently on the power play. But what you really want in an ideal world is a team that dominates in most areas. Usually you're not going to get all of it all at once, but you want a team that dominates, say, oh, we dominated on even strength. We dominated on the power play. We out hit them. We outshot them, right? Like these are some of the metrics that you can look to. And you know, great job for the Stars tonight. There's still some areas that we can work on. We got out hit again, 22-16. I'm not as concerned about that, but I would like to see that come up. When you have 18 players on a team, you'd want at least one hit a player at a bare minimum, and we didn't get that at 16. Hopefully, we will get some of that back when we get Leon Bischel back and Jamie Benn. But I really think that we need to add not one, but several players of the physical mode. And that does not mean that they need to be just pure goons, that all they do is go out there and cause trouble. There are players out there that can bring speed, that can bring skill, and can still put it on you. And I'd like to see us, get better in the physical department to where most games resemble the vibe that we had last night on a nightly basis. And that's going to keep your players more involved. It's going to make it more fun for the fans to watch. I know that's what we like here at the Foil, is a physical game like we saw. So the Dallas Stars did better in the turnover department by the tune of 8 plus. So that they had less turnovers, and our power play still needs to improve. We went 0 for 2, and we need to get back to the magic that we saw earlier in the year. But all in all, great game. I'm hoping that they bring this same attitude on the next one. And I look forward to coming to y'all with all of the latest between then and now. We got a little break between games, so everybody can take a breather, especially if you've been watching WJCs like me for a couple weeks. And y'all have a great day.